going on? It's your boy, Brian. I'm back in the building for another No News, Just Facts podcast. I'm trying to keep it consistent as possible. This, I believe, is episode 38. And man, it's a lot of, it's a lot. It's already a lot of stuff going on. So, let's get into it. First of all, I want to speak on Megan Thee Stallion and the whole Tory Lanez situation. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's funny that, first of all, a woman got harmed, or in this case assaulted, and even for that matter, a black woman got hurt, and now she has to live with a traumatizing experience that happened, and we're just sitting here commenting like it's funny. Like, what if that was your mom, or what if that was your daughter, or what if that was your sister? Being shot in the leg is not, or shot in the foot, excuse me, is not something that I believe is funny. So allegedly Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot, quote, because she was trying to leave. Like I said, I don't know the whole story, so I'm not going to sit up here and act like I know what's going on that much. It's all just speculation, but from what I can gather, something did happen. And just gathering everything from the statement her friend made, who was also in the car with Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion, saying that she didn't shoot anybody, she didn't have a gun, to Megan Thee Stallion saying that she didn't get arrested, she just got taken to the hospital by the police, and that she didn't step on any glass, she got shot in the foot. I don't think y'all understand how serious of a thing this is. This is not something that's a joke or anything like that. This is real life. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to make any speculations. But clearly, this points in the direction that the narrative is actually supposed to be, pointing in. If you look at the video, Tory Lanez is on the ground with his hands vertically out so the police can see. It just points to the direction of, Tory did something wrong here. But like I said, I don't think it's something that we should be making light of. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's something we should be joking about at all. Because somebody's left with a traumatizing experience. She's gonna have to go to therapy, probably. You never know. Probably gonna have to go to therapy because of this stuff. So, and then she said, black women are so unprotected and we hold so many things in to protect the feelings of others without considering our own. It might be funny to y'all on the internet and just another messy topic for you to talk about, but this is my real life, and I'm real life hurt and traumatized. See what I mean? We shouldn't be making fun of her. It's not something I believe is funny. And I'm just going to leave it at that. See here, I mean, it wouldn't be right if I didn't talk about it. But I'm not going to get too much into it because I don't fully understand Judaism or the Jewish culture or the Jewish faith. I don't really understand it, and I don't have enough research in front of me to really dissect everything that he said. But he basically said some things towards the Jewish community, and he pretty much said He pretty much said that white people are closer to savages and animals. And he also said that the Jews control the banking system. I'm not sure if that's all the way what he said, but though that's basically what he said. Basically what he said, if you like go watch it. It was a clip from his canon class podcast that he was doing, and he was interviewing a legendary member of or one-time member also of a Public Enemy, Professor Griff. And Professor Griff has a lot of he has a lot of things on the internet that has to do with I don't know if he has a lot of things. Like if you're not familiar with Professor Griff, go do a Google search. I would definitely implore you to go and pretty much look up his videos, because he has a lot of things to say about Hollywood and just a lot of things. A lot of the things he says are things that people don't want to hear, or it's just too much for the industry. So he was interviewing Professor Griff and basically talking about white people are more animals and savages, and they don't have enough melanin, and Jewish people run banks and everything like that. So Viacom pretty much said, "Oh, word, you're fired." They fired him, and he pretty much said, "Hey." He pretty much said, "Hey." He didn't apologize at first, honestly. If I read the statement right, he didn't really apologize. He just said that he wanted to have an open dialogue, an open conversation about the Jewish faith and everything like that. Like I said, I don't know enough about the Jewish community. To be honest with you, I feel like Viacom was already looking at Nick Cannon a sort of way, because I'm sure they were watching him and everything he was doing, because I mean, dog, you're around, he's around Farrakhan, so of course they're gonna keep their eye on him, keep a magnifying glass on him. So I can't say I'm surprised that when somebody as knowledgeable as Nick Cannon says something, I'm sure in their mind state, out of term, completely wrong thing to say, is gonna get watched. And he, like I said, he follows Farrakhan. He was at the 4th of July speech that Farrakhan did and everything like that. And I've always heard, anytime I've ever heard anything that has to do with Minister Farrakhan, he's always talked about fake Jews, and calling the white Jews fake Jews and everything like that. Like I said, I don't understand. I don't really get it. It's a little far-fetched to me, but Nick Cannon apologized even though he got fired. I think another thing that bothers me is that I was discussing this with somebody, and they said, "Dang, so that means there's not going to be any wilding out anymore." I was like, "Yeah, there isn't going to be any wilding out anymore, because he got fired." But like I said, the thing that bothers me is that he doesn't have ownership of Wildin' Out. I'm like, what? Nick Cannon, you don't have ownership of Wildin' Out. Wildin' Out is like a black SNL. It's been on since I was in seventh grade in middle school, and I watched it, and I've been watching it all throughout the years, throughout decades, and everything like that. And you don't have ownership of of a show that has your name on it. That doesn't make any sense. That should have been handled, man. That really should have been handled. I just hope that whatever happens, I hope that this is a good learning experience for Nick Cannon. I don't think Nick Cannon should be canceled for, his statements. Like I said, I don't understand too much about the Jewish community or the Jewish faith or anything like that. So I can't really comment on it because I don't have enough information. But like I said, I don't think he should be condemned or canceled or whatever for some comments he made. I just feel like this should be a learning experience for him. Yes, he apologized, and yes, of course, he came back and said that, oh, my own people want to cancel me. But yeah, man, somebody like him who does a lot of different shit. Like, for instance, he's a radio host, a TV host. He runs Wildin' Out. He does the podcast on the side, and a whole bunch of other things. Somebody like him, like he just said, he's going on taking a break and just like consuming, taking a break and consuming more education, just to go learn more. I hope and pray that, Nick Cannon learns from this experience and he can come back and do more. Like, cause we, during the Nick Cannon and Eminem thing, we sat up, a lot of people sat up there and geared their support towards Eminem, of course. Not saying that he's not, of course, in a lot of people's like top 5 or whatever or anything like that. But people forget that Nick Cannon is a businessman. If Nick wins at anything, he wins at being an entrepreneur. He is definitely in my top 5 as far as entrepreneurs go. He's done a lot. He's built a lot. He's put a lot of people on. I mean, come on. Cat Williams, D. Ray Davis, Mikey Day, DC Young Fly. He put all these people. He put what these people already had going for themselves on a bigger scale. So you have to respect that. You have to respect him as a person for just doing that. And then, of course, the business side of things, sometimes, I don't know. Some, I don't know, man. He's definitely a entrepreneur and a genius to me. So forget all the Nick Cannon slander and forget all of that stuff. And he's not canceled, in my opinion. I'm not going to cancel him. People may want him for apologizing, but you just gotta pray for that, man. While we're on the subject of praying, there's a story that Tamar Braxton tried to commit suicide. Says that Tamar Braxton allegedly sent a cryptic message to her family before she reportedly attempted to commit suicide. Apparently, the message was initially a draft tweet that was never posted. In a message obtained by the blast, Tamar referred to herself as a slave, which is also used in her Twitter name. She also reportedly stated, "The only way I see out is death. I am a slave. I do not own my life, my stories, my pictures, my thoughts, or beliefs. I've asked my massa to free me. I'm threatened and punished for it. She expressed, the only way I see out is death. I will choose that before I continue to love this. Okay, so I think somebody told me that, like, do you believe that she would take her own life? And I said yes, because out of all the Braxtons, she's like very emotional. She wears her emotions on her sleeve. She seems like that type of person. So for this story to come out about her trying to commit suicide, commit suicide for something, I believe it. And it's very unfortunate that she's going through that. She's always looked. I mean, it has always seemed like she's always been battling with something, battling with some type of like emotional discourse that is disabling her from moving along in life or moving along with the career. Because y'all have to remember, she's an entertainer, she's a singer. So a lot of these entertainers, a lot of these singers, rappers will be going through something, and you'll never know. You'll never know until things like this pop up, or the celebrity actually dies, and you never know that they're sad. You never know that they have problems going on, because it never comes out through their work, or it never comes out through their public view, because they hide it. So, I'm just praying that she can get through this, seek the right type of professional help, as far as like going to therapy and being amongst loved ones, and staying away from negative energy as such. Because things like, because I mean, just in general, just the pandemic can turn you crazy as well. I think the pandemic, just having to stay inside, not being able to really like go anywhere, that can definitely put your mental state into a downer mode, and it could drive you crazy. People hardly want to stay in one spot for like an hour, or in an asphyxiated amount of time, in a allotted amount of time. But yeah, I'm just praying she can overcome all that is going on in her life. Like, I just want to go back one time and just be like, can you imagine? We were shouting Black Lives Matter and all of this, and now the narrative is, there's like, I don't know, the media is shifting the narrative away from what we're supposed to be focused on. I saw like there was like a Breonna Taylor protest or whatever, and celebrities were there along with other civilians were there as well. And they were outside somebody's house. I believe it was like a lawyer, like the attorney general's house or whatever. And basically they were protesting and sitting outside of his house, his or her house. I can't remember whether it was a he or a she. But Trey the Truth got arrested. My Son got arrested. Yandy Smith got arrested. YBN Corday got arrested. And it was one more person that got arrested. They all got arrested for protesting. They all got arrested for protesting. And it's just sad that today we're still here trying to bring Breonna Taylor's murderers to justice. Excuse me. Did I say that right? No, I did not say that right. We're still here trying to bring justice to Breonna Taylor by seeing her murderers locked away. At this very moment in time, Breonna Taylor's murderers are free. They're walking in this free world. They're living in this free world when they should be locked up. For killing somebody who didn't pose a threat. They should be locked up. They should have already been locked up. They should be locked up immediately. It's very sad. It's very sad that all these distractions and narratives get twisted and turned away from what needs to have focus. We can sit up here and talk about Will and Jada and how unperfect their marriage is. We can sit up here and talk about August Alsina. We can sit up here and talk about Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez and literally sit up there. That's what the internet is. The internet literally has no chill and no remorse button. Literally sit up here and talk about all this and forget about what we really need to be focused on. What we're really supposed to be focused on. Where our eyes are supposed to be glued to. It's sick. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's disgusting that we have to, it's disgusting that we have to feel like this. It's disgusting that we have to, it's like there's nothing to talk about right now with those things. Also, James Harden wearing a Blue Lives Matter ski mask and not knowing that he was wearing a Blue Lives Matter ski mask. It's crazy. But at the same time, I can't blame him. He didn't know. He was just wearing something. He thought it looked nice and he wore it. I didn't even know that there was a mask that they have for that. People, of course, are burying him and saying, oh, you're trash for wearing that. Trey Songz even called him trash and everything like that. But, like I said, if he didn't know, he didn't know. If he didn't know, he didn't know. I'm not going to condemn James Harden if he didn't know. If he did not know, he did not know. So, yeah. Yeah. Let me see here. I think I might just stop it here. I know it's short, but oh yeah, if you haven't seen the video of Carol Baskin and her husband singing 50 Cent, this is just to lighten the mood. I got serious a little bit ago. Carol Baskin and her husband are singing a birthday song. And guess what birthday song they're singing? They're singing In the Club. I promise you. Go watch this. You're gonna throw your hands up in the air and be like, what the fuck is going on? Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and play it for you.
Carol Baskin and Howard Baskin at Big Cat Rescue, and we are here with the Crip Mates to wish Charlotte a happy birthday. Go, Charlotte! It's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. We're gonna sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And we don't give a fudge that it's your birthday.
The hell? Somebody tell me who orchestrated this. Is that a cameo video that was just playing just now? Like, come on. A cameo, that has to be a cameo video or something like that. Yeah, was just random to me. Just random to me. Let me see here. Oh yeah. So I'm not even gonna say his name. Dude in the White House took a picture of all the Goya products. As you know, the Goya, the CEO of Goya, the Latino food-based products, pretty much said that he supports the dude in the White House. And as you can imagine, the Hispanic community, or just Hispanic people in general, were just like, what did you say? You support who? Who do you support? Okay, bet. We're boycotting everything. We're boycotting everything. We're boycotting every Goya product there is to boycott. We ain't using no more adobo. We are not using adobo anymore. We're not using Goya adobo anymore. It's just so crazy what's going on in this world, man. So crazy what's going on in this country. How something can impact the household. Something like Goya products, whether it be beans or adobo or whatever somebody uses to cook with Goya. It goes from that to, we don't want to use your products anymore. Like this, of course, this is what he said. I'm gonna just play it for you.
And educational prosperity, and you make a positive comment, all of a sudden that's not acceptable. So, I'm not apologizing for saying, and especially if you're called by the President of the United States, you're going to say, no, I'm sorry, I'm busy, no thank you. I didn't say that to the Obamas, and I didn't aid in economic.
So basically, I believe he got... Yeah, he basically said that we're all truly blessed to have a leader like President Trump, who is a builder. Plain and simple, that's what he said. And the Latino people were like, "Oh hell no, fuck no." After he called us thieves and thugs and rapists and everything under the sun, you're gonna support that guy? Out your mind. The funny thing about the video that I just played, where he's like, I'm not gonna apologize for asking for dude in the White House's for praising the dude in the White House. He said that Obama, he praised Obama too, but bruh, Obama never said that Mexicans were rapists and thugs. Like, I need you to just remember that. He didn't condemn a whole race of people. He didn't condemn a whole race of people. He didn't condemn women and make comments about women. Like, come on now. What are we really talking about here? That was stupid. That was a stupid statement for him to make, and he should have never made it. But hey, you can't tell nobody how to react. You can't tell nobody how to live their life, I guess. So it's not a lot of news out there. So I think I'm gonna just, even though this is called the No News, Just Facts podcast, this is not a news publication or anything like that. I just talk about what is going on in the world. As such, Yeah. It's not a lot going on, but hey, we're just gonna. I mean, one more thing I want to talk about is what do y'all think about the I'm not even gonna say the word. I'm just gonna say CV-19. Them coming up with a vaccine. Are you like when they make it like mandatory? Are you gonna take it, even though it's mandatory? What do you think? Like, do you think a vaccine is gonna help us or hurt us? I certainly don't think I will. I certainly, of course, will not be doing it, whether they make it mandatory or not. I'm great with my remedies that I have. I don't need all of that. But of course, you know it's coming. And then, of course, I think the last thing I need to talk about is pretty much kids are going back to school in August, even though the whole entire schooling system is just, the whole education system right now is just fucked beyond repair. If I can just say that, in my opinion, I think it's just fucked beyond repair. They're pretty much just opting to make some, not every state. Some are like doing something different. Some are like not doing anything until, you know, this whole entire pandemic is over with, which messes it up for these kids who are in, you know, elementary school, middle school, high school. You know, some of them had to graduate with nobody there watching them, and you can only have one person. It was a drive-by graduation. You know, some of these little kids have to repeat the grade that they were repeat the grade that they're in, or that they're supposed to already like be going past. They have to repeat it again. So it's pretty much not a good thing, like, that school is coming back. I feel like if a lot of people are out of work right now, I feel like if a lot of people are out of work right now, a lot of people are out of certain jobs right now, then most of these kids should sit for a while. I mean, if you're gonna do school, make them go back to school. I feel like a lot of them should just be homeschooled. Let their parents do it. Give them the curriculum to work with, and let the parents do it. I know that's not something you want to hear, but I feel like it's the right thing to do, because it's almost kind of like a slap in the face to make a child who was already on the way to go to 6th grade or 7th grade, or go from being a sophomore to a junior, make them have to redo all of that shit all over again. It's wrong. And it's terrible. Like, the pandemic just came and just ruined everything. It's ruined everything. Ruined a lot of opportunity for people to better themselves and better their life. Lots of people have lost out on money because of this whole thing going on. So I just feel like we should all be at a standstill right now, and we just need to keep the peace, need to stay out of the way, keep some prayer, keep some meditation, just to get along, even though we're currently in a state of just emergency, in my opinion. And I'm just rambling on, and you know what? I'm gonna just stop it right there. I don't want to talk y'all's head off. So, y'all take it easy. Be kind to yourself. Get as much fresh air as you can. Don't stay in the house, or, you know, be glued to a TV or a computer. Just find some time for yourself. And I'm gone. Peace out, y'all.